on the 29th.
Yo.
Ms.
Okay.
Mendoza, the
So we
father's
back.
attorney, was
We back, y'all.
questioning-
We back. This is Dr. Hood, and we back with another exclusive H19D. Woo! Oh, wait. It's early in the morning. We just getting some gas rolled up. We at this CPS court. And let's get it going. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping. We're trying to get these videos in the algorithm. If you see them, please hit the like button. That's pretty much all we need to keep the videos pushing and pushing and pushing. We can get more viewers, more subscribers for this channel. We are trying to run it up. I need 100,000 subs. I need more than that, but we're going to start there. So let's get it going, man. Appreciate y'all's time and your support.
The caseworker, Ms. Melodic. The department has 56 minutes left of its time allotment. The Ms. Martinez, on behalf of Ms. Caradell, the mother, has 37 minutes of her time allotted left, and the Ms. Mendoza, on behalf of Mr. Escobedo, has 23 minutes of her allotted time left. That does not include time that is being allotted to the attorney ad litem. When we concluded, I showed that we had to conclude at 4:30 on that day because the mother was experiencing technical difficulties and had dropped off the line.
Okay, so we talking about Zoom calls and everything, and we're talking about parenting. This is Child Protective Services, so this isn't a game, people. I think some of these people, they grow up and adults feel like it's a damn game. Okay, now we got these court hearings and people got enough money to do everything else, to buy all the nice designer drugs and stuff that they want and all of this stuff, but they couldn't proceed because the mother couldn't find good coverage or service or whatever. And this has to do with kids. We're not talking about some little group chat that you guys had or somebody on one of these YouTube panels or something and your coverage is bad. It's okay. You missed the show that night, but this is a real deal issue. It has to do with kids, has to do with a lot of other things. So not having coverage is no damn excuse, man. Go buy you a good phone. Go, I seen people pull up to McDonald's and Barnes and Nobles and different spots that got Wi-Fi. There's no damn excuse, none.
A couple of times we had waited on her, she rejoined, and she dropped off again. The court's order at that time was for the mother, Caradell, to appear in person at the courthouse where the court was available and is available to her to appear so that she can be a part of this hearing, unless she could assure the court that she had a strong and stable internet connection for virtual appearance. I asked that be relayed.
Right. So if she didn't have the proper gear to get up on this call, then she would have to appear in court. And I don't see her here, but we'll see how it goes.
To her through her attorney, Ms. Martinez. For the record, Ms. Martinez, can you let us know if you let the mother know that?
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to her a few hours ago and inquired whether she had a strong enough connection and a device that would allow her to attend this hearing fully and appropriately. She assured me that she did and would not need to appear in person in the courtroom. I let the court staff know prior to this hearing, and I relayed this before we were on the record. But I would just like to, at this time, move for a continuance because she is not present in your court.
Okay, so that now they want a continuance, because she's not present, and it's up to the judge and up to, everything else and, all the other attempts to if the judge is going to grant her a continuance so that she can come in here and resolve whatever this issue is on a later date. Okay. And this isn't in person. This, and because we couldn't get this type of stuff if we were in person, we would have to pull up to every single courthouse. But seeing that, they're doing this stuff is public, It's on the internet, you know. And if you don't want your business on the internet, if you don't go through this shit. Don't put these children through this shit. Okay? I'm not gonna say don't bring them into the world. You know, I'm all about life, about this child having a better chance than you. You know, my kids, I have my kids, they have a better chance than me, you know, at success. Because for one, they got me helping them. So that gives them a better shot already.
When you spoke to her earlier, was she aware of the time of the hearing this afternoon?
She was, Your Honor.
Thank you. And for the record, it was announced at the conclusion of the hearing last week, on the 29th, that we would be resuming today. The court has received no communication separately from Ms. Dowd indicating that she was not able to make it and or she needed the courtroom to be able to be present. We will continue to check throughout the proceedings if she does not show up virtually. We are hearing virtually pursuant to the Texas Supreme Court orders promulgated under the COVID-19 pandemic, and have made accommodations for anyone who does need to be in person. Can I have announcements?
Right. See, they'll clear the courtroom out for you. You know, if you want to make up this excuse, and I'm gonna let y'all know, because you think you're at home, think you're gonna make this goddamn excuse because of COVID and your goddamn Wi-Fi. You know, they made special accommodations for the people that couldn't do the Zoom call, and so that you could come in person. And if that's opening up other courtrooms and get everything social distance out and get those, the glass dividers up, the plexiglass dividers up, if that's what it takes, then that's what's going to happen. So you're not going to get an excuse just because your phone coverage. Go to McDonald's. Okay?
For the record today, please.
Michelle Surratt, attorney for the department, present ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Emily Martinez, attorney for respondent Mother Kara Dowd, present, but my client is not present. I would ask that the record reflect that and ask for a continuance of today's trial.
Okay, so she's not here. This is another situation. A mother, is she not here? Where the fuck is she? Okay? Where is she? It's another child caught up in this scrummage. Okay? And it takes two to tangle. Nobody showed up to the other one, God bless that child. I hope he grows up and be something better than, these parents can even imagine. Okay? Dr. Hood love the kids. I do. I really do. Let's see if the father to this one shows up. I'm not sure. It's a lot of boxes.
That request is denied.
Oh, denied.
Marisela Mendoza, attorney for Stephen Escobedo, present and ready to proceed.
So the father's here. Everybody salute. The father's here. The father's here. The father is here. The father is here, y'all. Okay? Salute. I don't know what type of trouble this guy's into. I don't give a fuck. And we're not talking about race or it's not about nothing about that. You can put two and two together yourself. That's why we're hiding everybody's facial identity. You might catch a little, here or there, but this is about situations so you could think about the shit before you put yourself in one of these situationships.
Mr. Escobedo, are you able to unmute?
Yes, ma'am. Stephen Escobedo, Giovanni's father.
Thank you.
Salute, Giovanni's father.
Attorney ad litem for the child, present and ready.
James Valencono, CASA case manager and guardian ad litem for the child. I'm joined with my volunteer advocate, Ms. Vicky Keck. We're ready to proceed.
So the father's ready to proceed. The mother's not there. Let's see how this goes, y'all.
Thank you. Ms. Keck, are you able to unmute and announce?
Yes, ma'am. I'm present and ready.
Thank you. I also see the caseworker. Are you able to unmute and announce?
Yes, ma'am. Kimberly Melodic, CPS caseworker.
Thank you, ma'am. We also have on the line Janie Saldivar. I understand you're the paternal grandmother. I have that correct? Can you unmute?
We can't hear you, ma'am. We can't hear you.
Ms. Saldivar, we're not able to hear you. If you're on a phone, you have to, yes, there you go.
Yes. My name is Janie Saldivar. I'm Giovanni's grandmother, and I'm present and ready to proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. I also see what
Grandmother's there, father's there, caseworker there, you know. Where is the mom? You know. Because it's always dads. It's always dads, and women always abuse the court system. And men are the ones that need to take accountability, because it's your decision to deal with a woman like this, a train wreck. Okay? And I don't even know what happened. I don't know the race. I don't care about that. We're not here to talk about how white women take care of their kids, how Mexican women take care of their kids, how black women take care of their kids, how, you know what I'm saying? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the court proceedings, what type of stuff goes on in these settings, and so that you can get a little sniff of this, so you can smell this doo-doo, and you can stay far away from it. Okay? That's the educational part of this. It's scared straight for parents. This is scared straight for parents. Summer's coming up. You know, it's going to be a lot of fucking going on. Let's just put it out there. It's going to be a lot of fucking, a lot of drugs, a lot of designer drugs, a lot of fucking going on. Okay? So we got to take responsibility. This is ridiculous. Let's get into it. Father's here, mom's not here, grandma's here, caseworker's here. Okay? We got everybody in the fucking building. Let's see how this goes, y'all.
Wesley Morrison. Mr. Morrison, what is your association with the case?
My name is Wes Morrison. I work with New Horizons, the foster placement.
Thank you. And we also have the foster placement present on the screen. I won't ask you to announce your names if you're good. Can I have my witnesses raise your right hand, please? Do you and each of you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
I do.
Your Honor, I'm going to be calling Rebecca Samples, and I don't think she raised her hand if she would do that.
Ms. Samples, could you raise your hand, please? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? And there is an indication of yes from her. Ms. Mendoza, the witness, Ms. Melodic, is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
Mr. Grote, questions for Ms. Melodic?
Yes, Judge. Give me one moment. No. Ms. Melodic, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
All right. Do you have any problem hearing me?
No, sir.
Okay.
Let's get it going, y'all.
In your context, throughout this case, were you responsible for transporting Gio to and from a lot of visits?
Yes, sir. I did assist in transporting him to and from visits.
Okay. And at least with regards to the mother care of Dowd, were there multiple times where she either missed a visit or showed up very late to a visit?
Yes, sir. There was.
Not good. Not good. You know, we're talking about kids here. Now, motherfucker tell you to meet him at the goddamn CVS for some damn dope, and you're there. Lightning fast. You're there early. Phone coverage, everything. Hey, where you at? I've been here for 10 minutes. You know, phone coverage works then. But your ass can't get up in here, and they denied the continuance. I can see a scenario right now where not this lady, but a mother is sitting there getting high, thinking that they're going to continue this shit all the goddamn time. You can't just think they're going to continue shit, man. You got to show up to these type of deals.
And were there times where she showed up late to a visit that you ended up having to cancel and ended up not having a visit?
Yes, sir. There were times as that as well.
Okay. How did that affect Gio, the child?
When visits were canceled, when mom did not show and he was at the office, he did appear upset. There were times where he would begin crying, expressing that he...
That's some fucked up shit right there. And I see the dad right there. He feels bad. Because he stepped up now. He's stepping up now. He's coming up. We're going to hear what he has to say. We're going to hear what the fuck he has to say. Okay? But he feels ashamed right now. This guy feels ashamed right now. Just to know that his kid felt abandoned. And he wasn't there. Okay?
Did miss his mom, and I would assist to console him prior to leaving and returning either to daycare or to the foster care's residence. But he did appear upset when those did occur.
Okay. And did that same sort of situation ever occur with respect to the father?
Yes, sir. I do recall when some were missed, he would ask about his visits and was upset if he didn't get to have the visits, if he was told ahead of time they would be occurring. Yes, sir.
Man.
One second, Mr. Grote. We have Kara Dell joining the hearing.
Oh, okay. So she showed up. She
Your
showed
Honor,
up.
I'm having a difficult time hearing Mr. Grote.
I'm sorry, I'll speak up
He's too far away.
my camera.
Okay, so the mother might be showing up. And dude, he fixed his camera because he want to see this shit.
Ms. Dowd, are you able to unmute and announce yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get the video on right now.
Okay.
You real energetic, lady. I don't want to throw you under the bus because I've been throwing your ass up under the bus because you didn't show up. You got to show up.
Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am, we can. Thank you
Oh, no,
very
we
much.
see you.
You may proceed, Mr. Grote.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Vasquez, can you hear me a little better now?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Now, so it's quite apparent that the child had a relationship and a bond with both of his parents, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when they didn't make it to their visits, it visibly upset him, correct?
Yes, sir.
So the dad, you too, bruh. You didn't show up to the fucking visit either, bruh. And we on your ass. This shit is unacceptable. We got too many kids running around, getting in this shit, shooting motherfuckers, coming up on, knocking on people's doors and shit. And we don't need this type of shit. You need to get these fucking kids up under your fucking wing, teach them how to fucking cook, teach them how to do something productive. I don't believe there's no adult in this life that doesn't have a skill that they possess that can be lucrative. Get that fucking kid up under your fucking hands. Teach that motherfucker how to do some shit. Detailing cars, something. Okay?
Now, with regards to the caregivers, Mr. and Miss Samples, how long has Gio been in their home? Do you know?
He has been placed there since the removal, so a little over a year and a half. I
So it's been a removal. This has been an actual removal. Okay? And you still want to pop up late. Like, what were you doing? And the dad looked like he just let years go by. Like, bro, You're letting your life go by. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do, bro? You're not going to be the king of the hood. You're not. Give it up. A lot of you motherfuckers. Give that shit up. You made a fucked up decision. You had kids with a fucked up mom. And now you want to be the king of the hood. You can't.
Have there been any major issues in the home?
No, sir. No major issues to my knowledge.
Okay. And what is the caregiver's intent, as far as you know?
Their intent would be to continue to provide care for Gio long-term and adopt him.
So they are a long-term adoptive placement for Gio?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay. Now, with regards to the mother, you said in previous testimony that you attempted on several different occasions to get her to do the parenting classes. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I had provided.
So, I mean, you know, she provided you with everything you needed, you know, to successfully do what you need to do to get that child back in your care. Let's see what happened. Because if she provided you and he's asking about it, it's obviously something that you didn't fucking do. So let's see.
Provided the packets to her, as well as submitted the referral for her to High Sky, and there was no confirmation that that was completed.
Okay, and you never received any of the packets returned and filled out?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. So as of today, the parenting classes still have not been completed?
That is correct.
Okay. And I believe there was some testimony early on that you have not ever at any point in this case seen the home of Kara Dowd. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Right, so, I mean, where do you live? Where the hell do you live? You run around with pussy, you know, but no brains. What the fuck is going on here?
Okay. And I believe was that because of what was the reason for you being unable to see the home?
At the beginning of the case, Miss Dowd reported to be in various different motels and hotels, and then she had reported a few different addresses here and there up until recently.
That's why you got to vet these women. And I don't know how old this kid is. You got to properly vet these women. There are women that are not like this.
I was not aware of where she was staying long term, and did not go and see the home she was at, that she had reported to be at here recently.
Okay. Now in the family service plan, it requires that the parents have a stable home. Now what is the point of requiring a stable home as opposed to just a place to sleep?
Right.
The point for a stable home would help to show that stability, not only for Miss Dowd, but also in the instance of her child being placed there too, showing that he would have stability as well, and the consistency of that house being able to provide it and not having to move around a lot.
And I don't agree with a lot of this shit these guys say. You know, a lot of them tree huggers, and you know what it is. But how can you disagree with that? How can you disagree with the fact that a child needs to grow up in a stable home? Okay? How can you disagree with that? I can't.
Okay. So I guess the goal of all CPS cases is eventually to attempt to return the children to the parents, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
And was that initially the goal in this case?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay.
Mom shaking her head.
Parents are bouncing around and don't have a like I said, a stable, consistent place. Does it make that more difficult?
Yes, sir, it does.
Then you got everybody else in the panel. They all taking care of their responsibilities. Raise kids, grandkids, careers, college, all of this shit. Then you got these two grown-ass fucking adults on here that act like babies and need people to mediate their whole fucking life every fucking move they make. Okay? And all of this stuff could have been handled off the record, outside of court, off Zoom, off of YouTube. Okay? This is the situations that you put yourself in. And men, I'm sorry, I gotta go at you the hardest. Because you should already know if this woman is good enough to do X, Y, and Z with. And a lot of times, these women aren't even good enough to hang out with for one damn day. Okay? It's too much baggage, too much bullshit.
Make it difficult to address that situation.
Okay. Now, in this case, the father for a significant amount of this case was living with his mother, the paternal grandmother to the child. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the department could not place the child in that home with him. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Why? It's with the dad and the grandma. The department can't place the child in that home. We want to know why.
Okay. And why were we unable to place with him?
We were unable to place with him in the home at that time, and then we are also unable to place with him currently due to the ongoing concern of the substance use and abuse, as that hasn't been fully remedied. There have not been drug tests completed, and the reason that is a concern is at the beginning of this case, Mr. Escobedo was in a halfway house, and it was due to drug charges as well. So it is an ongoing concern for the department.
So he did his time. He's in a halfway house. And because of the previous use and concern and the current use and concern, this guy, and I try to go up for bat for you, but then I looked at your head, bro. And you acting like a little ass kid, bro. Stop smoking. Get the fucking UAs done. Because that's the only thing that's stopping you, fam. You had a drug case or whatever the fuck. They want you to take UAs and shit. I've been through that. I've done UAs. I got locked up for a UA that was actually positive. Okay? And I'm going to talk about that. That's going to be a good video. You know, talk about some of my shit that I've been through. I think it's about that time. Okay? But dude, quit smoking. Clean your system out. Go jog. Do some shit. Drink lots of water. And pass the fucking UAs, bro. So you can get your kids. Your mom's willing to help. The mother to your child, the lady that you laid down with, seems like a 0, a 2. No skills, no nothing going on for her. Okay? So this is a perfect situation where the male can come in and get your custody of your child. Not sit back and play video games. You know? And all this extra shit, right? Oh, man. This one's going to go a little longer than I thought. You guys hit the like and subscribe button. We're putting in this work for you.
Okay. And at this late in the case, the father is still not drug testing on a consistent basis. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay.
It's bad, bro.
I would say the same goes for the mother.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay. At our last hearing, I believe you testified that the mother had been very recently given a drug test. Was that correct?
Yes, sir. She had been asked to go the day prior and then the morning before. Since she was not able to complete it the day prior, I did look earlier, but I have not received those results yet.
Okay. But mother did go test the day of the prior hearing?
Yes, sir. It was confirmed that she was there about 11:15 that morning.
Okay. But with neither of the parents testing on a regular basis at this point, we still can't say whether or not they have remedied the problem that led to this case, or one of the problems that came up during this case, correct? Which is the drug use.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
So how did they even get in your business for drug use, and how did your drug use get so bad that they get in your business? Huh? What? You know, and I don't know how I'm gonna do these. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Am I just gonna keep running on? But you guys want me to keep going? Fuck it, let's keep going.
Okay. We don't know whether or not the parents are clean and sober. Again, we can't place the child back in that home, correct?
Yes, sir.
In your court reports, there were several different times where it was mentioned that Dad missed visits because he called in being sick or not feeling well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. There were
Excuses. If your ass didn't have COVID, ain't no excuse, bruh. Straight up.
times that he did. Yes, sir.
And there were multiple times that occurred, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever receive a doctor's note for any of those missed visits?
I do recall receiving one or two here recently. I don't recall receiving that the department received notes for any visits.
Was there any?
So he getting notes and shit from doctors or whoever the notes are from to explain why his fuck ass wasn't at the visits. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound like little ass kids in a fucking middle school? Not even a high school.
Any other way that it was confirmed that Dad was ill?
I do not recall that there was, no, sir.
And you testified during our previous hearing that you witnessed Dad getting, upset or angry during a couple of the visits with Gio. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't he? I mean, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be causing no type of scenes or nothing during these visits. They should be taken very seriously. And whatever issues you got with this damn dumbass woman, with your dumb ass, I think it's ran its course. I think it's not even about what she does and what, it's not about anything like that. Or you trying to correct her or anything. It's about you correcting you. You live with your motherfucking mama. Okay? And your kids got tooken. So what how does that, where do your balls go in this situation? Where do you have room to put your balls? Okay? Be a man. Be a fucking man.
Have there ever been any times where you suspected that he was under the influence at a visit?
I have not suspected that due to what has been previously told as far as some of his behaviors. I was previously told that he does appear angry, but I have not myself been able to assess that as if that is a behavior to indicate drug use from him.
Right. I'm glad she just kept it 1,000 and didn't try to slide him, up under the bus anyway. And now he's remembering all these times where he did get angry at the visits. And now you guys got to understand that you can't get angry because this lady right here is going to snitch on you. Yeah, she's just sitting there acting like she's mediating, but she's jotting down every fucking thing. Okay?
So I have not been able to assess that at a visit.
Now, during COVID, especially when it first began, was there a period of time where the two counselors, Angel Flores and or Lee West, were not doing counseling as a result of COVID?
Yes, sir. There was some inconsistencies with that due to COVID and due to the holidays and their schedules. They did not have the availability.
You ain't got no motherfucking schedule, man. You need to get these goddamn kids, man. Anyway, this is Dr. Hood. You guys hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications. If you're listening to me talk right now, you will see the same CPS court reaction logo that's on the screen now. Boom. You'll see it popping up right there on the left. Go ahead and hit that. And that's part 2 to this. You know. So it'll be right there. It's going to say part 2 right in the middle of it. Go ahead and click it. We'll see you right over there. Peace.